I think those ones are really important. Like nationals. Um, but when we only have one of them a year, they always seem to be a little bit disappointing. That I always want to be able to catch up with more people more often. Uh, and in hindsight, it is all those. It ends up being the people that I've travelled with that I want to talk to again and again and again.
Yeah.
Um, so cultivating, I guess cultivating that experience at a
Mm.
local level. Like, what are we, what are we doing? How do we pitch that to new lifters to go, hey, you're going to meet all these amazing people and you're going to be friends with them in 10, 15 years time. But you have to do these 3 lifts ad nauseum for the next 6 months and go to a competition in Brisbane and then pay a few $1,000s to go to an overseas country. But after that, you're going to
Love
have
it.
friends for life. You're going to love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. But if you want to keep doing the meets, you'll have to keep forking out the thousands of dollars every year to go and compete. It's fun, really, I promise. Yeah, and I think like the more gyms and small communities that you can get up and running, I think that then you build confidence and friendships in those small community gyms, and then you go to a meet and somebody goes with you, and then they're able to, and then often, if you go with a coach, that coach often will have connections, within it, and so it's that networking stuff starts to happen slowly. So I think, like, increasing the number of small gyms, that we've got to kind of encourage people to have that small community base, and people to run comps. I mean, the local comp here often only will have 8 or 10 lifters in it, but Fav is really keen on keeping powerlifting going and providing an opportunity for people in Townsville to be part of APA. So he will run the comps. Does it quick? It's quick. It's over than 2.5 hours, but it creates an environment and it gives people the opportunity to get to that national level. The other thing maybe is, we at national events, there's always a banquet or something afterwards. So I think that's probably the other good opportunity is post comp having some sort of get together that, it doesn't have to be a banquet, but
Oh, I
yeah,
love the banquets.
oh
Banquets are
yeah,
just the best.
they are good. The Japan one was interesting. I didn't go to the 3 lift one because there was a bit of a kerfuffle around ticket allocation and stuff, but I went to the bench only one, but it was paper plates. It was fun.
Interesting.
But that is Japan. Everything is disposable.
I remember we got paper plates it was a world bench in Texas. We got paper plates, plastic cups, and hot dogs.
Oh,
The meat director was turned into a tight ass all of a sudden at the end of that one. That was very interesting.
oh no, the food was good. The food was great. But yeah, it was I can't remember whether we had paper cups or not. I was drinking water because I had basically a 24-hour turnaround before I started water loading again for the next comp. So I can't remember that, but the food was great. So I can't, yeah, wasn't too tight on that. Yeah.
That's good. And we didn't have a banquet for masters and juniors at Sissy, did we?
No, a few of us. No, we didn't. I was just trying to think. I went out after a comp to a pub somewhere, but that was bench only nationals in Brisbane. A few of us went to a pub, but nothing after there. And like I said, it doesn't even need to be a banquet that anyone has to organise. It just means, we're going to go meet at this pub. Everyone's welcome. Because I do find often, I referred, I bought a jumper the other day from Alex Hayes off their gym, and I referred to myself as an orphan. He went, "What are you talking about? A powerlifting orphan?" I said, "Well, I'm not part of a club. Like, you have all of the clubs, and often you find after comps, each of the clubs will go and do their own thing. But for those of us who don't really belong to a club, and there's lots of people who are like me or belong to really small clubs, you're kind of like, okay, well, see you next year, bye," and off you toddle. So it would be good that you can kind of even break down those silos a little bit and get everyone sort of mixing.